不用了。Okay. Hi, my name is Christine Kai, and I'm in grade 10 at Branksome Hall. I want to start off by thanking you all for coming so early on a weekend, especially in such bad weather. I'm really excited today to be proposing my company, Earthly Function. We're an online marketplace looking to provide people with environmentally responsible, affordable, and simplistic household items delivered right to their front door. So everything from toothbrushes, journals, home decor, flower pots, to candles and shampoo. We'll be your one-stop shop for your household needs. Furthermore, we'll offer a yearly membership service. So for an annual price of $45, all orders will be discounted by 15%. At Earthly Function, we value sustainability, simplicity, as well as affordability. We want to make sure we're taking into account the needs of our consumers, and we feel like these values reflect those needs. Furthermore, our mission is to treat our customers with as much care as we would ourselves, to bring them simplicity and beauty without destroying the earth or their wallets. We see our target market being mainly millennials, as well as people who care about sustainability and the environment, or lastly, just people who enjoy simplistic things. Here's what we see our products resembling. They'll all follow this simplistic theme with minimal packaging and print. Earthly Function will strive to use biodegradable and reusable materials, like cardboard and glass, only using plastic when it is absolutely necessary, and even then, very minimally. So let's take a look at why we choose minimalist designs and products. Maybe you know who this is. With her hugely successful Netflix show, Marie Kondo has swept the nation with her minimalist approach to tidying up and keeping meaningful things in our homes. Following the rise of minimalism, we have YouTubers like Matt Diavella, and when we use the search term minimalism in YouTube, thousands of videos show up. The reality is that now, more than ever, people want to adopt a minimalist lifestyle. Chapter 2, Thinking Green. First off, we want to start by asking a question to big companies. Why the excessive packaging? We believe that when large companies use excessive one-time use packaging, they're passing a burden onto the consumer who is now responsible for it. We strive to use biodegradable, recycled, and environmentally friendly materials and processes as much as we can. Our sturdy shipping boxes are also reusable, which means that we can return $2 to a customer when they leave their old shipping box at their front door. So when the next Earthly Function order arrives, the box is shipped back to our shipping headquarters where it is used again. This not only helps us reduce on waste, but also encourages consumers to buy again and become regular customers at our store. All of these things combined, we think, although small, we will have an impact on the environment. We'll save money by reusing and recycling materials and save the world at the same time. Chapter 3, Affordability for you and me. So how are we more affordable than other options? Let me show you the typical way a product gets to a consumer's home. Something like a bottle of shampoo or a candle starts at a producer, where it is manufactured by the thousands. Then it reaches a wholesaler, where it is sold in large quantities to be retailed. And then it reaches the retailer, so you have your stores, like Shoppers Drug Mart, Sephora, Bath & Body Works, etc. Only after all of this does it reach the consumer. You might not be surprised when I tell you that the price of the product increases every step of the way. But what if, using the exact same model, we just skipped the in-between? Why not just go from producer to consumer? The solution is just to skip every unnecessary step. We don't need wholesalers, and we don't need retailers. We just ship our product right from where they're produced so we can offer lower, more competitive prices. without compromising the quality. Now that we've established all that, let's take a look at our competitors. We think our competitors all fall under two categories. The first one being these online marketplaces, very similar to what we would offer. However, we do differentiate ourselves, and I'll be touching upon that later. And the second category are the physical stores. Here we have Whole Foods, for example. Whole Foods has an expansive lifestyle and beauty section in their stores, and therefore are a competitor. So let's take a look at the first category, the online lifestyle marketplaces. Here we have a biodegradable bamboo toothbrush, and I would like to ask the judges, how much would you pay for this toothbrush? The maximum price.
$10?
Really? $5, right? I wouldn't pay more than $5 for this toothbrush. I think for a toothbrush that only gets me 3 months of use, there's no point in me spending more than $5 in this toothbrush. But let me tell you, this toothbrush sells for $7.72. With a production cost of around 80 cents, this company is somehow making almost $7 per toothbrush. So let's take another example of what we would find on their website. Honestly, when I first saw this, I had a great laugh because it's useless paper. It's useless. Anyways, then I saw the price. This poster is $85.85. Yeah, exactly. So I immediately saw a problem in this. Markups on minimalist products like these are making them inaccessible. Companies are treating minimalism as a marketing tactic. And they're feeding consumers this idea that minimalism is only reserved for higher classes. Earthly Function wants the opposite. We want everyone to be able to enjoy an aesthetic home. That's what makes us different. Now we have our second category, so these are the physical stores like Whole Foods. Now, I love Whole Foods. I love the quality and selection of their products. But what I don't like is splurging on a $30 face wash. Stores like Whole Foods are pricey and inaccessible for many. Furthermore, although there are products that are eco-friendly, most stores just don't prioritize sustainable practices. For these reasons, we think Earthly Function is a better choice for consumers. Now, creating Earthly Function, there was a potential problem that I thought of. How do people find us? When we're just starting out, how are people going to know who we are? Well, the solution is just to take advantage of the power of social media. Through social media, we can partner with influencers, put advertisements on platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook, and have our own social media pages and grow our following. Furthermore, we have proof that this social media approach works. This is Glossier. They're an extremely popular cosmetics brand. It started as a beauty blog in 2013. Since then, it has grown to be a brand loved by literal millions. So how did they do this? Well, it was all through social media. So this is Glossier's Instagram page, and they have an insane social media presence. They have a cult following. So as of now, they have almost 2.5 million Instagram followers. They got to this level of success through keeping it authentic and simple, and of course, through the quality of their products. To prove social media's success in accelerating the growth of a company, Glossier's brand first started selling products in 2014. They used social media to get them the success, and only four years later, in 2018, did they open their first flagship store in New York. Furthermore, as a marketplace marketed towards millennials, we think this social media strategy will get the interest of many potential customers, because millennials are extremely present on social media. So this is the perfect approach to growing our company. Now we'll take a look at our projected yearly earnings. So we predict a revenue of $70,000 in the first year, $130,000 in the second, and $250,000 in the third. We aim to see this exponential growth, which is definitely possible through the help of social media marketing. Lastly, the Earthly Functions headquarters will be located in Alberta, mainly because of its low sale tax of 5%.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And along with our headquarters, we'll also have branches and offices in Ontario, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, and Quebec. And with that, that brings me to the end of my presentation. I thank you all for listening, and now I'll be taking questions.
Great, thanks. Yeah, no, really enjoyed the presentation. I like how it sort of blends like the social aspects as well into like a really well-functioning business model. So I guess like my question is like, what are your plans for sort of the operations? Like, how do you envision the company growing in terms of like employees? You know, how many? Obviously, you're going to be starting with yourself, but how do you plan to drive, you know, content generation and sales?
Mm-hmm. I would like to mention that this is my first business proposal, and I will admit that it's not extremely planned out. However, things like the details like that, I think as a startup company, we would have to investigate further. And I can't come up with a definite answer for you, and I'm really, really sorry for that. However, I think that these are specifics that we would definitely take into consideration.
Great, of course, thank you.
Oh, I like here. This is our outstanding volunteer for CYFA. Give him a big pass. He's working for us around 6 years again, yeah. And also this is a kid who the parents insisted to support to come here. And very thank you, and you mature a lot. But the thing is, yeah, I like that from producer directly to sales, directly to clients, no middleman. Yeah, that's good. But how we can make it is very hard. So in the whole world, I would say it's not competitive with product. It's not competitive with how. So the important thing is marketing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, in the whole world, it's not that you have a car, you have tax, I can take your tax. It's somebody who Uber, they have the assistant to do marketing, I would say. Like Amazon, like Alibaba, everybody have the system to get all the client base. So I would say your idea is very like a kid, I would say. But you are a kid, I know. And you also didn't say how you can. I think that's a commercial final step. Everybody looking at if I make something only $1, if I can sell $2, oh, I can earn $1. It's double profit. It's very good for manufacturing. Nobody wants middleman. Mm-hmm. But if no middleman, so if from my business experience now, everybody give more cost on marketing or middleman. So the strategy is like direct sales. In the New York, in the U.S. listing company, 500 ahead, almost 300 is used direct sale. So like our insurance industry, they put a lot of profit on the 3-year give to the agent. Say, yeah, nobody want to give the middleman, like the IPO, Goldman Sachs, they help me to do IPO, I will give them 20, 30 shares. Why I should give to them? No, I don't want. But the professional, why give the fee like Dior, the shirt, I spent $10,000, why don't I go to Walmart to buy only $100? It's almost not so good then, but we pay a lot. So I would say the big brand, the sales skill, so I would say you're a good idea, just it's not come to be true, I would say.
Mm-hmm. The reason I did choose to like skip actual stores is because if we take a look at Glossier, Glossier started out, like I said...
Well, I have one more idea for you.
Yeah.
In China now, they go to internet with Wang Hong, you know Wang Hong, right?
Yeah.
That is another industry.
Yeah.
You can do this industry.
Yeah.
That's why Wang Hong means I am a brand. So now in China, Wang Hong, you don't know 网红。That means first,
Like influencers.
网红 now. So the first, I don't need to promote anything. I just build myself. In Chinese community now, in the whole Canada, everybody knows Wen Yiliao. So if Wen Yiliao, they use your toothbrush, and I told everyone they will buy without no cost.
Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly.
I will do that.
Okay,
But
so
how much you offer me? That's still the sales.
yeah, so exactly. So what she's trying to say is like these Wanghong or like online influencers, so people with mass followings, that's exactly what we want to do. Exactly. So let's take a look at Glossier again. So we said that social media, we can partner with influencers, which is exactly the Wanghong. Yeah. And then we could put advertisements straight on these social media platforms. So like millennials can see them.
You're going to start your business soon? Looks like Winnie is going to be your...
Winnie is going to be my first Wanghong
influencer. Like Glossier. I like the idea about the green, right? This part is very popular right now. It's just a balance between, do you want to do like a Alibaba kind of website, because they already done this so successfully. For you to be, where do you get all these producers so that they will really manufacture the products you want to sell through Wedding maybe? And that part will be a big issue. And the second one would be, you don't want to fall in the same trap as others. They claim to be green, but they actually use the green marketing. It's not really the green. Like Whole Foods, why they sell so expensive, right?
Exactly.
So in the end, when you want to do that, there's two things. One is about shift a little bit to the manufacturing part so that more producers would be willing to participate in your project. They have products to sell on website. Second one, we're truly green. That will be very important.
Yeah.
And many times, the idea is good, but when you consider the profits, if you cannot make money, it's a big issue. So many people, they may not, be able to do it just because of the pressure from the market. So keep these two in mind when you try to develop these ideas.
阿姨再说两句啊，这是我挺绯闻的孩子之一啊。我今天有很多想法，因为我刚从纽约回来，我天天都有很多想法，但是我天天都想说很多，他们觉得我很啰嗦。但是我想说的是，这个女儿是非常正能量、非常努力的一个孩子，所以阿姨给你一个好的 suggestion。现在中国的网红一个人坐在家里就可以赚3、5千万了，但是不是随便哇？ 不是谁都可以做网红的，我告诉你，谁可以做网红。所以女儿，你现在开始听阿姨的，阿姨直接做你的 personal coach without free， without pay，OK。网红要怎么做 ？For example， 上海的一个节目主持人，很多人喜欢他 ，and then 他就 build 了他的 Instagram， 他就有 follower 了。所以他有了 follower 就不缺东西。所以在这个世界上最值钱的东西不是你有什么 ，that's nothing。 是有什么？是有 client base like me。整个加拿大70%的有钱的人都是瑞邦的客户和瑞邦未来的客户，和你们马上都会成为我的客户，对吧？所以女儿，你要成网红，你雇我，你雇不起的孩子，所有 profit 都给我吧，而且我也不屑于去给你做一个牙膏的代言人。No。你应该怎么办？首先 build yourself。 要挖掘你自己，比方说你是唱歌最好的，一点没问题了。我特别总结了经验，现在有很多的人来温哥华演出，我不能点名，在这里点了名就诋毁别人啊。温哥华好多演出都求我去赞助，其实很大牌的就赞助1万、2万，靠社区，这种模式是错的，并不是他的歌唱的不好，我严格说他的歌唱的比李健好多了。 但是李健大家知道吗？是大学教授变成了唱歌的歌星，然后他有他的乐队和他的商业的 promote。他在温哥华的这个 ticket 800块钱、600块钱，你可以不要。我们很多人说廖总你赞助他吧。我有个朋友大客户想看这个演出，我去说想给他的孩子照个相，他想成为明星。结果我说我赞助他很多钱，他说 no， 我们不需要。 最后是怎么样？最后是几千个的 sports 都是几百块钱卖掉 ，sold out。所以现在不是比你唱歌真的比他好，而是比你的 marketing、你的 strategy、你的 business idea。Think about that。